Hi everybody, it's your wellness partner Shelby from ShopRite, and today I am going to be showing you how to make something delicious and very versatile using your air fryer. Maybe you have one. I'll be honest with you, a couple of years ago when I got my first air fryer, the box spent a lot of time in the trunk of my car because I was very afraid of knowing how to use it. Now I think there are so many applications for it, and it's such a time saver, and it's going to make your proteins taste perfect, especially salmon. When you make your salmon this way, I'm not sure you're gonna go back to making it any other way. So first, what you wanna do is cube up the salmon. Do your best to keep them even if you can, but if some get crispier than others, that's going to be just fine. Part of why you wanna cube it is one of the ways to make salmon really delicious is to get that crispy outside. And by cubing it, you're going to amplify more space. All of that surface area on the little cubes is going to give you more space to get that crisp from the air fryer. We're gonna toss it in a bowl, and we're going to add some spice. So we are first gonna add a little bit of olive oil. The recipe calls for a 1/4 cup. You really just need enough to coat if you're someone who's watching your saturated fat or overall fat intake. Obviously the saturated fat being lower in the olive oil, but you just don't need as much. You could even do a spritz if you want to. And then for flavor, we're going to add some smoky maple seasoning. And that smoky flavor is gonna mimic the grill, mimic an outdoor smoker, but you're using the air fryer, so you're kind of cheating it. And you wanna get a lot on there, about a tablespoon. And then you're going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar. If you are someone who is watching their sugar intake or want to make this low or no sugar, we do have stevia-based brown sugar substitutes that you could find at ShopRite, and that's still gonna give you the caramelization that you want, but without the added sugars. But ultimately, what's great about this recipe is it's a delicious make-ahead protein that you could then use all week. Maybe one day you're gonna use it to top your lunch salad. Another day it's going to be your dinner served alongside some microwavable sides, nice and versatile. So let's move over to our air fryer. One of the biggest tips that I didn't do for a long time, and it has since changed my air fryer cooking, is making sure you preheat the air fryer just like you would a conventional oven. If you put food into the air fryer cold and then set the timer, it's going to need to warm up. So if you preheat it, for this recipe, I did 5 minutes at 380. That's gonna really help the cooking process to start, and it's going to help the texture of your product. So I am just going to put my salmon in there. I always like to do 2 cooking times with the air fryer, again, because we're looking to get that crispy texture on the outside. So for this recipe, it's about 15 minutes in the air fryer at 375. I'm gonna do 8 minutes, shake it up, another 7. That's just gonna help it cook a little bit more evenly. While our salmon cooks, we're gonna make a little dip for our salmon bites. Just a little bit of mayonnaise, and if you want to have a lower fat, higher protein version of this dip, you can substitute out the mayonnaise for Greek yogurt. It'll be a little tangier if you use the plain Greek yogurt, but again, it works perfectly well as a substitute. Now, I like things spicy, so I am adding close to 2 teaspoons, probably close to a tablespoon of chili garlic sauce. And we're just gonna mix that together. That's just a little something extra you could do to jazz up the dish. Takes 2 seconds, it's gonna add some flavor. I'm gonna chop up some green onion that we're gonna use to garnish our dish. And you could see the air fryer, it's a really fast way to make something that's going to taste delicious. It's gonna give you that texture that you want from a crispy fried product, but without the saturated fat of frying it in oil. And the other nice thing about it too is you can add other things in there so that while you are cooking your protein, let's say halfway through you want to add a vegetable and have your vegetable side dish cook, put that in there as well. It can handle it, you can mix and match, kind of like you would do a sheet pan dinner in the oven. You can mix and match your dishes in the air fryer as well to get a quick and easy meal. So here we have our smoky sweet salmon bites. You can see the char from the brown sugar from the air fryer. Having them cut into those bites really gives you that crispy outside. This is a great way to get kids to try salmon too, because it has that smoky sweet flavor. You have this dipping sauce. You could just do it with ketchup for the kids if you're a little worried about the spice level. But it's a great meal to have ready. We paired it with some brown rice, which again, you can do in the microwave while the air fryer is going, threw the broccoli in there to finish cooking. Anything that you have frozen in the freezer as a staple is almost always gonna cook better in the air fryer than anywhere else. So start testing that out with your favorite frozen products, trying them out in the air fryer to really get a crispier product and have delicious meals on the table fast. We finish this off with a little green onion and then a little bit of sesame seed. Make sure to like this video and follow us for more cooking tips and recipes.